Every day, you're either building yourself or breaking yourself. Most men don't fail from one big mistake. They fail from thousands of small, silent habits they never notice. But Stoicism gives you 6 daily actions that sharpen your mind and strengthen your character. Let's start with the first, the one that determines the direction of your entire day. Every day, you wake up to a silent battle. Your phone pulls at you. The news drags your attention. People's expectations shape your emotions before you even take your first breath of clarity. Most men lose the fight before they even realize it started. A Stoic begins the day differently. He steps into the morning with one goal: take command of the mind before the world hijacks it. Because if you don't choose your thoughts, someone else will choose them for you. Start with a moment of stillness. Not meditation as a performance, not a ritual you force, just a pause, a deep breath. A simple question: what do I control today? This question cuts through noise like a blade. It strips away anxieties about the future. It dissolves the weight of yesterday's mistakes. It forces the mind to narrow its focus to the only arena where power truly exists: your choices. Marcus Aurelius began each morning reminding himself that the world would be chaotic, unfair, unpredictable, not to complain, but to prepare, to build a mind that doesn't collapse under pressure. Mastering your mind is not about becoming emotionless. It's about refusing to be ruled by impulses, distractions, and fears that don't deserve your strength. And when you practice this daily, even for a few quiet minutes, you create a mental armor the world cannot penetrate. Because once your mind is centered, every other part of your day aligns behind it. And that leads us into the second daily Stoic practice, the one that determines whether your energy grows or drains as the day unfolds. Once your mind is centered, the next battle is your energy. Because every day, people, tasks, and distractions are trying to drain it before you use it for what truly matters. Most men don't lose because they're weak. They lose because they're exhausted by things that don't deserve them. A Stoic starts the day by identifying what actually strengthens him and what silently bleeds him dry. And he makes one simple commitment: don't waste energy on what you can't control, and don't give energy to what gives nothing in return. This means cutting mental clutter, letting go of the arguments you replay in your head, ignoring petty provocations, refusing to respond to every pull for your attention. Your energy is your lifeblood. Spend it on fear, on anger, on comparison, and you'll be empty before noon. Spend it on clarity, purpose, and disciplined action, and you become unstoppable. Seneca warned that we suffer more in imagination than reality, and most of that suffering drains energy that should be fueling your growth. Protect it, guard it, treat it as something sacred, because the world will take every drop you hand out freely. And once you learn to control both your mind and your energy, you're ready for the third Stoic practice, the one that shapes your character through action. Every day, you should face at least one challenge you don't want to face, not to punish yourself, but to grow the muscle that modern life is quietly killing: inner toughness. Most people live in comfort loops, same habits, same excuses, same fear of discomfort, and then they wonder why their confidence feels fragile. A Stoic breaks that loop on purpose. Do something difficult. Take a cold shower. Lift heavier than last week. Have the uncomfortable conversation you've been avoiding. Say no when your old self would have said yes. Push through the moment your mind says stop. These small daily battles reshape who you are. Because courage isn't built in grand moments. It's built in quiet repetitions that nobody sees. Marcus Aurelius wrote that the obstacle is the way, not metaphorically, literally. The thing you resist is the thing that strengthens you. Each time you choose the harder path, you create a new identity, a man who does what needs to be done, even when it's uncomfortable. And once you build this inner toughness, you unlock the next Stoic habit, the one that keeps your life clean, clear, and aligned with your values. Every day, remove at least one thing that drains your clarity, weakens your discipline, or poisons your mindset. It doesn't have to be dramatic, but it must be intentional. A toxic influence isn't always a person. Sometimes it's the content you consume. Sometimes it's an old habit that no longer fits the man you're becoming. Sometimes it's a belief you inherited, not one you chose. Stoics understood a simple truth. You cannot rise while carrying what pulls you down. So make this a daily ritual. Unfollow the account that triggers comparison. Set boundaries with the friend who always brings chaos. Delete the app wasting your attention. Put down the story you keep telling yourself, the one that says you're not enough, not ready, or not capable. Every small removal creates space. Space for clarity, space for discipline, space for the version of you that lives with intention instead of autopilot. And here's the real reason this habit matters. If you don't cut the toxic influence, it quietly reshapes your identity, not all at once, but day by day, thought by thought, distraction by distraction. Clean your inner world daily, the same way you clean your home, consistently, not emotionally. And once your space is clear, your mind becomes strong enough for the next Stoic principle, the one that reconnects you to the present moment instead of the chaos around you. Every day, take at least one moment to pull your mind back from the future you fear and the past you keep replaying, because most people don't live their day lives them. The Stoics warn that an uncontrolled mind is the root of unnecessary suffering, not because life is cruel, but because we abandon the only place we actually have power, this moment, right now. So build a daily practice of presence. Slow your breathing for 10 seconds. Feel your feet on the ground. Notice what's in front of you instead of what's chasing you in your head. This isn't some spiritual escape. It's a tactical reset, a way to step out of mental noise and back into command. When you return to the present, decisions become cleaner. Emotions settle. Your mind stops sprinting toward worst-case scenarios, and you stop giving your peace away to things that never actually happened, except in your imagination. Presence is strength. Presence is power. Presence is the antidote to a world built on distraction and noise. Practice it once a day, even for a moment, and you'll notice something shift. You stop reacting, and you start choosing. And once you regain that inner command, you're ready for the final Stoic ritual, the one that aligns your actions with the man you want to become tomorrow. Before you sleep, give yourself what Marcus Aurelius called a straightforward accounting. Not self-punishment, not self-praise, just truth. Ask yourself 3 simple questions. What did I do well today? Where did I fall short? And what will I do differently tomorrow? This nightly reflection is not about guilt. It's about direction. Most people repeat the same mistakes because they never pause long enough to see them. But you will. Because a Stoic doesn't chase perfection, he pursues clarity. Look at your day with calm honesty. Did you act from fear? Did you react impulsively? Did you live according to your values? Or did you let emotions drag you off course? Whatever the answer is, accept it without excuses. Then visualize the man you intend to be tomorrow, not abstract goals, specific actions. A conversation you'll handle better, a habit you'll reinforce, a weakness you'll confront with strength rather than shame. Reflection is power when paired with change, and this nightly ritual turns each day into a lesson, not a loss. As you close your eyes, let the noise fade, let the truth settle, and let tomorrow rise, already shaped by who you chose to be tonight. This completes the 6 daily Stoic practices, and now we move toward the outro to unify everything you've built. At the end of the day, remember this truth. A stronger life isn't built by one dramatic decision, but by quiet, consistent actions repeated every single day. If you practice these 6 Stoic habits, presence, intention, discipline, boundaries, gratitude, and honest reflection, your mind becomes calmer, your character becomes sharper, and your life begins to align with who you were meant to be. If this video helped you reconnect with that stronger version of yourself, give it a like, share it with someone who needs this message, and subscribe for more Stoic wisdom. Your future self is already thanking you.